Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Bailey, co-founder of Plan It Wild, Bring Back Habitat. Today I'm going to quickly run through how to create a habitat patch in under an hour. So the first step is to take your Plan It Wild Habitat Garden Starter Kit and empty everything out of the box. You're then going to take the 6 mulch blocks that look like this and unwrap them. So now that all your blocks are unwrapped, you just place 6 of them into the box. For the next step, you're just going to need a watering can because we got to get water into the box. You can just add a hose, but what we're going to do is add water so it fills as close to the top of the box as possible. You're going to take your water and just fill the whole box with water. And this is the first step because it's going to take a while for the mulch blocks to break down. You're going to take your weed barrier and you're going to place it over that area of lawn where you want to create your little habitat patch. I'm deciding to do it here along the edge of my existing planting bed, and I can mow around it as needed and I can see it from my house. Alright, so I'm going to have my stakes and I have my design plan now, and I'm going to stake my design plan over the weed barrier. Mine got a little wet, that's why it's smudged. But this is designed to actually break down over time. It will biodegrade into the soil. It's just paper. I take each stake and I put it right through the O and into the grass. And I do that for each corner. And then, if you can see how the mulch are already starting to break down. I don't know if you can see in that box how the water is actually breaking it. So I like to mash it up a little bit. You can use your bulb digger to do this. And almost like you're cooking rice. You're just adding water and that's how it gets fluffier, and it takes time to do that. This is actually made of coconut husks, so it's a reusable resource. I'm not cutting down trees to make this mulch. It's very lightweight. Step is to take your household scissors and just cut like a 4-inch square around each X, and see how I'm cutting through the paper and through the weed barrier. It does not have to be perfect at all. Here, let's do the next one. So I'm just stabbing, cutting, and I'm cutting out about a 4-inch square in the X. The reason is that the next step is to fit the bulb digger right through that hole. Right. So you can see how I've cut all my holes. They're not perfect works of art, that's okay. In fact, it would be great if you're doing this with your family. The kids can cut the holes and everyone can contribute because it's a fairly easy task. It doesn't have to be perfect. Next is that, again, my mulch continues to break down over in this box. It's okay to get your hands dirty. You can use gloves, or I like to use my hands. And just keep mixing that around. You can use a bulb digger to, crunch it like you're making mashed potatoes. Okay, so I'm gonna take my bulb digger and let's start with this hole. This is gonna be the future New England aster location. And what I like about this is that it's metal, so you can twist it and crunch right through, and then you take the soil, drop it right next to here. And we're going to do that for each hole. Okay, some questions are, what happens when there's rocks and I get stuck on a rock? It happens, nothing is perfect. You can just dig around it. So I actually have a rock in this location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here, just shift a little bit and dig there. And so now you're going to dig through each hole, and you're going to want to backfill the hole with soil. But see this grass layer? Do the best you can to kind of take that grass off. I actually just throw it back in the lawn because it's going to get mowed anyway, but just keep that nice soil next to your hole. So complete this for each of your holes, and then we'll get to my favorite step, which is planting. So take your first plants, and your plants are actually going to come in a tray. It'll look a little different than this. I have here a New England aster. So I just carefully took her out of the tray and massage her roots a little bit. And I'm going to place her right in there. Remember, you put that back-filled soil there. And you just place that around and plant. And just keep doing this. Let's do the next one. This is a smooth penstemon. This is going to be a great springtime white flower. It'll be one of the earliest perennials to bloom. And again, it's white, so you know that it goes right here in the white circle, plus it has a label saying spear tongue or Penstemon digitalis, also known as smooth penstemon. And again, I'm massaging the roots, and I'm putting her right nicely in that soil, and I'm backfilling with the soil that I set aside. And now watch, it's called the tug test. Lightly pull on that plug, and if it comes out quickly, you make sure that you plant it again. If it comes out hardly at all, then that's perfect. It's past the tug test. So go ahead and plant each of your remaining plants. There's 10 plants. So now that I've planted all of my plants, I'm gonna place mulch piles throughout. But first, let's just take a final look at this mulch and see how it broke down, and get in there and make it nice and fluffy. See how it's fun to use your hands and break it apart and really get in there and work it. Make it nice and fluffy. So what I want you to do is to place piles of that mulch throughout your square. Just place piles for now, because I want you to still be able to see the plant names, because you're going to have to figure out which labels go with which for the next step. So just carefully place your mulch piles as evenly as you can around your cute little baby plants. So now that you have your mulch down, and you know what, I realized that it's much easier to have the design plan printed out. We provide that for you as a free download at 8.5 by 11. It came on the welcome card. You have your own personal website with a password to download the design plan. So I recommend that you do that so that you can figure out exactly where to place your labels. So you look at your plan. I mean, I know this because I've designed this and I've planted a billion of these, so I know by heart. So you take your labels, wild petunia, and you pick them right by each plant so you remember what you planted. And then what you're gonna do is to water your garden. You're gonna have to water it for the first day and every day for 2 weeks after, because these little babies are adapting to the new soil and they need water to help them grow in successfully. They need a lot of water, but not applied all at once. Slowly add the water to each little plant. One watering can should be enough, and see how I'm slowly applying for like 5 seconds for each plant. As we are located in Westchester County, New York, there is a huge deer problem. Deer eat everything. There is truly no deer-resistant plants. I have selected plants that the deer tend to browse less here, but as an added precaution, I'm trying the use of deer scram, which, oh, never do that. It's disgusting, but it smells like garlic and everything else that would keep a deer away from your garden. So disgusting. But anyway, it's like a granular material, and I'm just gonna spread this all throughout my garden. So I'm trialing this now, but soon I'll be offering this as an add-on if deer are a huge problem in your yard. All right, so this is Plant It Wild. My name is Amanda, and this is my habitat patch.